Okay, continuing in the chapter on capital investment analysis, we're going to look at another method of evaluating competing proposals for investment. You guys, average rate of return and this method, the cash payback period method, neither of those take into account time value of money. The third one we're going to look at will. With cash payback period, all we're trying to calculate is how long will it take us to get our original investment back. Okay, that's all we want to know. How many years, months, whatever we're dealing with, how long will it take us to get back what the piece of equipment cost or the building cost in cash. Okay, and we're not considering time value of money here. So let's read through this one. It's exercise 25.5 on page 1184. And I think you'll find this probably to be the easiest exercise or problem we've looked at all semester. Just don't forget to practice it. This one gets points counted off on the final lots of times, and I think it's just because people think it's so easy, I've got it, and then they just don't practice at all. But it really is very simple. Just don't overlook it. But let's read through it real quickly. Fidelity Bancorp Incorporated is evaluating 2 capital investment proposals for a drive-up ATM kiosk. Each requires an investment of $280,000. So there's your cost. That's what we're looking to get back. And each has an 8-year life and expected total net cash flows of $448,000. Okay, so to that point, they're identical. The cost of the machine, no matter where we locate it, is $280,000, ATM machine. The expected total net cash flows, how much cash is it going to bring in over its 8-year life? Well, it's expected to be $448,000 whether we go with location 1 or location 2. Here's the difference. Location 1 is expected to provide equal annual net cash flows of $56,000. And location 2 is expected to have the following unequal annual net cash flows. They want to know the cash payback period for both location proposals. Well, location 1 is really simple, you guys. It's going to bring in $56,000 in cash per year. If we want to know the cash payback period, we take the cost, which was $280,000. An easy place to make a mistake here, you guys, is on this one anyway, is to pick up total net cash flows of $448,000. That number is just a distractor. What you're looking for is the amount of the investment, which is just another way of saying the cost. All we have to do is divide that cost by annual net cash flows, when the annual net cash flows are expected to be the same every year. Location 1 they are, and that's $56,000. We'll divide that into the original cost, and that tells us it's going to take 5 years for us to recoup our original investment. And remember, again, that does not take time value of money into account. Now, location 2, we have unequal annual net cash flows. Okay, so I set up 2 columns here, net cash flow and then cumulative net cash flow. Let's also, I'm going to put here year. Okay, and in year 1, the net cash flow for location 2 is $90,000. And this cumulative net cash flow column is just our running total of what cash flows have been since the ATM was located at this location 2. So it's really, we could say it's equal to That one. Okay, now in year 2, net cash flow is expected to be $70,000. Now this is our running total, so it's equal to previous year plus current year. $160,000 now in total cash flow since we set up shop at location 2. Now year 3, cash flow $60,000. So it's going to be equal to the 160 plus the 60,000. Just adding each year's cash flow into the total gets us to 220,000. Now we want to stop when we get back to the original cost of 280,000, and as you can already see, we're going to get there in year 4. Cash flow in year 4 is 60,000 again, which gets us to our cost of 280,000. So location 2, cash payback period is equal to 4 years. So I'm going to say, based on this limited information, I would choose location 2 because it has the shortest cash payback period. Note, as you already have, I'm sure, cash payback period on location 2 is 4 years. Location 1, 5 years. You want to pick the one with the shortest cash payback period. Now the shortcoming here, it doesn't take time value of money into account on any of these cash flows, and we know what 60,000 received 4 years from now is not really worth 60,000 today, but it counts it in today's dollars. Worked the same way on location 1. It assumes that 56,000 received every year for 4 years is worth 56,000 times 4, and of course we know it's not. So our next one will take time value of money into account. It's probably the more accurate of the 3 methods, but again, if I were doing this for a business, I would run the numbers on all 3 methods, and if all 3 point in one direction, you can feel a little better about it. You could also look at internal rate of return, but it's just a variation on net present value. I'll talk to you about it a little bit in the next video. But again, practice this one on paper just like you would all the others for your final. And I'll narrow that field down for you very soon. Alright, thanks and good luck. Please be in touch if you have questions.